Hello and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I will be doing a reading for the sign of Leo for the month of January 2023. Please do remember that this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the Knight of Cups, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. In the challenging position, we have the Death card, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. In the present position, we have the Six of Pentacles, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. And in the future outcome position, we do have the Three of Wands, clarified by the Tower card. Let's start from the beginning, dear Leo. In the past position, we do have the Knight of Cups, which is a very well-known card of change. Knights generally in tarot represent change, but the Knight of Cups is also a card of being in a relationship or being in love with a situation or a person, circumstances of some kind, if you will. It definitely tells me that you were feeling quite motivated and ambitious in the recent past, specifically as it relates to your financial security, to the practical matters, because that's what the Queen of Pentacles is bringing to this combination. She represents financial stability. She represents abundance. She also has luck on her side as well. She's someone quite experienced. She's someone quite experienced because she understands that structure and discipline are important elements of success and manifestation. So definitely you were passionate about something, and the Queen of Pentacles were able to provide a very grounding energy where you felt grounded, where you felt like you were operating from in your frame, you know. Perhaps there was some kind of an offer that was made to you that kind of changed the circumstances that you were in, and that affected you in a very positive manner. It also inspired you as well, dear Leo. You are full of light. You are full of love as well, and you are so charismatic, and people generally are drawn to you very much so because you are heart. However, we do see that you are having challenges with change in the month of January, because we do see the Death card, which is a major arcana card, in the obstacle position, which tells me there is something you may be holding on to a little bit too much. You know, change is always good because it brings, it takes away what we no longer need, what no longer serves us, and it brings us, much better as to what we need. Because remember, change occurs because evolution occurs. And we're constantly evolving. We're constantly healing ourselves. We're constantly moving forward and starting new cycles and planting seeds, because such is the reality of this three-dimensional world. And so change is a part of our world, and it should be welcomed rather than shunned. There could be some change when it comes to your work that you don't want to see happen because you are you kind of got used to the position that you occupy and the situation in which you find yourself. It may be that you are not really wanting the new things to come in because it creates a certain amount of discomfort. But you do have security. The divine has you. The divine is guiding you. So it's okay to allow change to be, to take place in your life, if you will. We do have the Six of Pentacles in the present position, which tells me there is going to be a lot of give and take. There's going to be energy that lifts you up. You may find that, you are receiving exactly what you need when you need it, because the Six of Pentacles is a card of giving and receiving. That energy is kind of lifting because sharing, makes all of us stronger. And it also has an element of kindness as well. But the Four of Pentacles is a card that points that you may be clinging to something. You may be wanting more financial security. It is important to remember the divine will catch you if you fall. You have the skills and the knowledge to proceed forward. So managing your fear would be, very beneficial, because it's going to like help you progress forward so much more. And I think that's what's happening towards the end of January, because you have the plans. The Three of Wands is a card of planning. Some of your plans are not kind of playing out as you were hoping for them to play out. So that you may find yourself adjusting some of the plans towards the end of January, because the Tower is going to clear out what you don't need. The Tower is a blessing. The Tower is a gift, and it's literally clearing out the plans that you don't need to be attached to, and it's giving you a whole new opportunity to create new possibilities for yourself. So it's definitely important to be aware of. Let's see what we can clarify with a mystical wisdom card that I pulled earlier today, and we have the celebration. Let go and have fun. Definitely letting go is very, very important, because maybe the progress that you want to see isn't actually happening is because you are holding on too strongly. Letting go of the attachment of outcome. It doesn't matter what happens. You are protected. You are going to be provided for. Therefore, holding on creates lower energy that is around you, and you want to be free of that energy. Focusing on meditating and staying in your frame and letting go will allow you to celebrate much more often than you realize, because you can celebrate in many different ways, and it's just important to find your way of celebrating. It's important to find your way of doing things, and sometimes other people's opinions and situations just get in the way, and that's when the Tower comes in to clear things, because maybe the plans you were making were heavily affected by something, and maybe the better plans will actually be made once this Tower moment takes its does what it does when it clears the unnecessary out of your life, if you will. Let's see what we can clarify with an angel oracle card that I also pulled earlier today, and we have communicate clearly. Communicate clearly is very important, because the better you communicate, the better you achieve the goals that you want. Communicating clearly is not just about writing things down, because when you write things down, you formulate thoughts. When you see your thoughts on paper, it's easier to clean them up. But that's not just what is enough. If you want to communicate clearly, writing down your thoughts is good, but it's not good enough if you want to do a better job. Another thing is to meditate, to find the moment where you have no thoughts, because you have to clean the mind, the brain, the way you would clean your room. When the brain isn't overthinking, it's thinking. Like when the brain isn't overthinking, it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, and ultimately, as a result of that, you will be able to communicate much more clearly when your brain has some a little bit of a break, from constant thoughts that constantly occur. So meditating helps communicate clearly. Writing down helps communicate clearly. Also kind of the foods that you consume, the things that you put inside of your body and how your body feels also affects your communication. The more clear your environment is, the easier it is to communicate, and people always worry about there's not enough time, there's not enough time. You have plenty of time. What you also have is plenty of distractions. It's not about more time, it's about less distractions. And the way you get rid of distractions is when you find the moment of stillness. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Leo. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Please don't forget to visit me on Instagram, and thank you so much. I will see you soon.